There is a river near my hometown, quiet and peaceful, unless you know its history. People say it's cursed, that if you walk along the banks alone at night, you might see the drowning man. I never believed it until last summer. I was jogging near the river just before sundown when I saw something in the water. At first, I thought it was just debris, but then I realized it was actually a man. His head barely above the surface, and arms weakly paddling. He wasn't splashing. He wasn't yelling for help either. He was just floating, but slowly sinking. I ran to the edge. "Hey, are you okay?" But there was no response. He looked up at me. His face was pale, and his lips absolutely blue. But the worst part, his eyes, they were absolutely empty. I felt goosebumps popping up on my skin. I grabbed my phone to call for help, but when I looked up again, he was gone. No splashing, no struggling, just gone. I called the police anyway. They searched the river, but they didn't find a single body. Then, one of the older officers pulled me aside. "You shouldn't come here alone at night," he said. His voice was pretty low and serious. "But why?" I asked. He sighed. 50 years ago, a man drowned here. Some say he never left, and that he waits for someone to pull him out." I felt a chill crawl up my spine. But the officer added, "Every person who has tried." The copper clearly hesitated to speak. "But every person?" I asked. "What next?" The officer replied, "Every person who has tried helping him out ended up drowning as well." I never went back to that river, but sometimes when I drive past that river at night, I swear I see something in the water, a pale face, just watching and perhaps waiting.